Hello students, let us continue chapter 18, Price Rise and Consumer Awareness. In our last period, we have seen rights of consumer. Today we are going to discuss duties of consumer. So what are the duties of consumer? What are the responsibility? So first, while purchasing a commodity, consumer himself should make correct choice. He should purchase such a commodity which is having good quality. Prices should be reasonable. He has to ask regarding the guarantee and warranty card, after sale service. Whenever he purchases a commodity, whenever a consumer purchases commodity, he should see whether the signs like BIS, ISI or egg mark, it is there on it or not. Signs like BIS, ISI or egg mark. While purchasing electrical commodity, he himself has to purchase a good quality. If good quality of commodity is purchased, then there will be no kind of a exploitation. So this is a duty, second duty. While purchasing a product, consumer himself should ask all the information. He should be aware. He should not come under the deceptive advertisement. He himself should use his common sense. Which product should I use, whether it is really useful to me or not, so that he can be protected from exploitation. Next, it is a duty of a consumer that he himself should speak politely. First, consumer should be polite. Next, a consumer should always ask for original bill. He should ask for warranty card, guarantee card, signature of a seller along with stamp, so that he will not be exploited. Consumers should form a consumer organization where they will come together and they will fight for any kind of injustice or exploitation. But the organization should not be political based. It should not be commercial. Consumers should form such an organization which is non-political and non-commercial. Next, if consumer have a complaint, then he has to write. A written complaint should be given to the department so that they can fight against it. Seventh duty of a consumer is while purchasing a product, consumer should never compromise for quality. If he is purchasing the defective, low quality goods, then he cannot expect high services from the product. Always the consumer should check the packing date, date of expiry, then weight, address of manufacturing. Such kind of information should be checked by consumer. While purchasing the product, consumer, if he finds that this is a duplicate product or a fake product, then immediately he has to tell the trader. And if trader is not listening, then he has to write a application and submit in consumer court. Next, consumer should always purchase a commodity in sufficient quantity. Many times what happen, consumers purchase bulk, and in that what happen, one or two things get destroyed or defective. So consumer should purchase the commodity whichever is necessary for him. Next, while purchasing commodity, consumer should see the electronic instrument which the trader is using. He should see whether it is tested or not, whether it is certified or not. If it is not, then he can complain the director of legal metrological department. Next, while consumer has to see the seal of gas cylinder should be checked, whether it is intact or not, whether it is open or not. Whenever he board a taxi or a rickshaw, he should see whether the meter is at zero. Whenever a consumer is filling petrol, diesel or CNG, at that time also he should see whether the meter is at 000. While a consumer is purchasing kerosene, then he has to see that the foam is settled or not. Many times liquid, what happen, the foam comes up. So completely if the foam is settled or not, the consumer has to see. Next, a consumer should can complain if there is any kind of a problem in railways, bank, insurance, telephone, hospital. Here are the cases. There are many kinds of exploitation. In railway, giving a wrong ticket. In bank, debiting and crediting the amount. In insurance, whether the compensation is at correct time or not. In telephone, sometimes what happen, more charges are taken. Hospital, more charges are taken for the bed or the medicines are given. So if a consumer find any problem regarding this, then the consumer has to fight for this. A consumer should give details of news of judgment. Whatever happened with a consumer, if it is shown in newspaper, television, mobile phone, then what will happen? Other peoples will become aware and they will be not victim of such kind of a exploitation. Consumers should participate in seminars, discussions where the consumer gets awareness and the consumer protection will be successful. So these are the 13 duties of consumer. This answer you can write in your own words. Many times 6 to 7 duties are asked. Very, very important question. Next, we are going for measure of consumer protection. That is 3-tier system. Now, measures, what are the steps taken for consumer protection? The first step is 3-tier tribunal courts. Means like how Supreme Court, High Court and District Court is there, like that only in this consumers are also having the courts. So under National Consumer Protection Act 1986, Central Consumer Protection Council has been set at central level. That is also known as a National Consumer Commission. At state level another, at district level another. See, one by one we will see. From lower part we will see. First is district forum. District forum. There is a court. There is one court in every district. We are talking about consumer courts. It is a tribunal courts. So every district is having one court and it studies the complaints of consumers and give compensation for loss. Approximately 571 consumer district forums are there in our country. And claim is up to 20 lakh. If the claim is up to 20 lakh, you can claim in district court. You have to pay the fee. Charges are there. And if the petitioner is not satisfied with district forum, then he can go for the next state forum. He may file in a state commission within next 30 days. Means claim up to 20 lakhs is settled in district forum. But if the petitioner is not satisfied with this, then he can go to the next court. That is a state commission. But how many days? Within 30 days. Afterwards, you cannot file the complaint. Within 30 days, he has to go to the state commission. But before that, what happened? He has to pay either 50% of amount of compensation or 25,000, whichever is less. 20 lakh. Now, for example, 1 lakh is your claim. So, 50% of 1 lakh, 50,000. 50,000 or 25,000, whichever is less. Means how much you have to pay? 25,000. Means before going to the next court, there is a rule that you have to pay 50% of your compensation. It will be returned actually, but you have to pay previously only 50% of compensation or 25,000, whichever is less. Next, go to state commission. So approximately 35 state forums are there. Here claim is from 20 lakh to 1 crore. In district, what it was, till 20 lakhs. And further what happened, in state commission you can claim from 20 lakhs to 1 crore after paying certain fee. Now here also, if you are not satisfied with the decision of state commission, then you can go for the national commission, but within 30 days. Here also rule is there, 50% of compensation or 35,000, whichever is less. In district forum it was 50% of compensation or 25,000, and here it is 50% of compensation claim or 35,000, whichever is less. National commission, here the claim is up to 1 crore. It is here there is a bench of 5 members. Experts are there and they will go through this claim because the claim has come from district and then state and then national. Here the state commission and national commission should give the decision within 90 days of filing the case. So the time period is within 90 days. The state commission or national commission should give its decision. Again, if the petitioner is not satisfied, now he can go to Supreme Court, that is a apex court. If the consumer is not satisfied in National Commission, then he can go to the Supreme Court within next 30 days. And here also it is necessary that he has to deposit 50% of compensation or 50,000, whichever is less. So minimum is 50,000, and whatever if it is either it is any amount of 50% of compensation or 50,000, from both the figure which is less, that has to be deposited. Now if the person if Supreme Court give the decision and if the person is not obeying its decision, then what will happen? That person will be given punishment. Many times penalty will be there, or both of them, punishment as well as penalty. Means Supreme Court's decision is a final decision. Now the people who are below poverty line, they cannot pay educate fees and go to the court. So for them there are certain exemption, like district free legal service. It listens and give the judgment. Second, three-tier system is completed. Now consumer society, very very important short note. Consumer society. So we have said that it is a responsibility of a consumer that he has to form a group, he has to discuss regarding it. So that is consumer society. And consumer society, that also recognized, government recognized consumer societies are established at taluka level, district level, state level, national level. It is non-political, non-commercial, like that. What is the main objective of this? It is to bring awareness about consumer rights and encourage them to help government. What is the objective of consumer society? The objective of consumer society is to bring the awareness. Very important line. The main objective of the consumer society is to bring awareness and encourage them so that government can also frame the policies thinking on the basis of how the consumers are exploited. Consumer societies can give suggestions to government that you can make certain rules. Now, what is the main subject? On what topics the consumers are discussing in consumer society? So it is regarding rights of consumer, duties of consumer, exploitation, how we can save consumers from exploitation. Even for this, magazines are there. What are the names of magazines? Many times this question is asked. Mention the names of the magazines of consumers. So first one is Grahak Suraksha. Grahak Suraksha. Second one is Insight. Insight means intelligence, how the consumer can be wise to be saved against the exploitation. Third one is The Consumer. And fourth one is Grahak Manch. So these are the names of the magazines. Next. Third step is public distribution system, PDS. PDS is a ration shop where we get the commodity less price compared to market price. Now here what happened? It is also known as a fair price shop. From the name itself, see, fair price means reasonable price. Now what happened? The traders will not exploit us by charging high prices if public distribution systems are there, like rice, wheat. So here the prices of the rice wheat cannot be raised suddenly by the trader because PDS is providing the at subsidized rate. So PDS is also one of the best systems so that the consumers can be saved from the exploitation of high price of essential commodities. We cannot talk about all the commodities, regarding essential commodities. Next very important step taken by Consumer Protection Act 1986, they have started a system. That system will help to check the quality of the goods, check the purity of the goods. See, for that purpose, Government of India has established ISI, full form, Indian Standard of Institute. ISI was established in 1947 to control quality, to regulate quality. Till 1986, since 1986, it is known as BIS. First, the name was ISI. Afterwards, the name has changed from 1986, and BIS is, that is Bureau of Indian Standard. You can see the symbol given beside. So whichever goods are matching the prescribed standard, then only it is given ISI mark. Next, if we talk about agricultural products, then egg mark. Agriculture product, animal product, horticulture. So for this purpose, egg mark is given. It is implemented under Agriculture Product Act 1937. Who runs egg mark? So it is run by DMI. What is the full form of DMI? Directorate of Marketing and Intelligence. Directorate of Marketing and Intelligence. In the ministry, under the Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. So if the goods are matching the prescribed quality, then only egg mark sign is being given. Then also, if a consumer feels that ISI mark is there or egg mark is there, then also the goods are not of correct quality, then you can contact BIS, Bureau of Indian Standard. Next, go for gold. Even the gold ornaments are given BIS mark, that is 916, which means quality and purity is at certain parameters. It cannot be 1000 because 100% pure gold cannot be used. It has to be, copper should be added or silver should be added so that the gold ornaments become strong so that we can wear it. 100% gold, what will happen? You cannot mold it into the ornaments. So purity rate is 916. Gold number 916 means it is, if in a bangle or whatever ornament, if 916 is mentioned, this means the gold is 22 carat. Next, for example, J means jewelry, and when it is manufactured, that should be also written over there. Next, FPO. FPO, it is for food product on jam, fruit juice, fruits or vegetables. FPO, Woolmark, MPO and HACCP logos. See, BIS mark is given on textiles, chemicals, insecticides, rubber, cement, electronic gadgets. They are given BIS. Wool mark, it is given on woolen product. MPO, it is given on meat, mutton. MPO full form, Meat Processing Optimizer. HACCP, Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, it is given on processed food. Next, eco, it is given, it is environment friendly. This means it is given on soap, detergent, paper, lubricating oil, packing material, color chemicals, power coating, battery, cosmetics. This, on this eco mark is being given. Now this we have seen ISI mark, BIS, that is egg mark, then eco, and these all, it is at national level. But if your product has to be with international level, then ISO is there. If our product has to be matched at international level, the ISO full form, it is International Standardization Organization. Its headquarters is in Geneva. Very important question. ISO. Next, when was it established? In 1947. What is its main function? Its main function is to provide the certification at international level. For example, ISO 9000. This ISO 9000, it is a parameter. It is for environment management. Certain other number is there, so it is regarded. If environment, if the product has to be matched with environment quality, then ISO 9000 is given. Next, CAC, I think last year this question was asked. Codex Alimentarius Commission, full form of CSC. Codex Alimentarius means related with food commission. This organization, it is to certify edible products. It is an international organization. In 1963, FAO and WHO, two organs of UN, FAO and WHO has established it, and its headquarters is in Rome, capital of Italy. Now, what is the work of CSE? The work of CSE, who has set up FAO and WHO? What is the main function? Its main function is to develop food standard guidelines, code of practice. Then it is regarding whether the goods like milk, milk product, meat, fish, etc. It is related with international level quality. Then then the mark is given. The job work of ISO, whatever work of ISO is done by BIS, while Director General of Health Service contacts CSE. See, this is the international organization. One ISO, second CSE. Now, who will talk with ISO? So, BIS will talk with ISO. And if we are wanted to talk with CSE, then who will talk? Director General of Health Service of India. It will talk with CSE. Last, who can file a complaint? So, anyone. Consumer, central government, state government, consumer society, or consumer society is meant, so who is the leader of that consumer society? He, any member of a family can file a complaint. So how to file a complaint? The last part of the chapter will be completed. So to file a complaint, we have to write in a simple and clear language, either typed letter or handwriter or email. You have to write in a simple and clear language, easy language, and the victim will go to the court with the help of this application. He will write the application or he will write email, and he will go to the court and affidavit it, stamp paper. Now here very important thing is, what is the name of applicant, second address, third contact number. Next, detailed description should be there. What is a product, what the problem has occurred with the product, everything you have to write in detail. Then put a copy like a bill, guarantee card, warranty card, receipt, whatever you are having, you have to attach with that application. Never give the original evidence. If original receipt is given and once it is lost, means you